I just didn't think once the adhesive was on, there was no way I was going to be able to push it down. Live and you learn. I'll know for this next side. And we just were putting the light on and I was like, well, what's them screws for? And Joseph was like, we'll go from facing forward to rotating into the living space area. So this is our double bench seat. Oh, single seat for the passenger side. Keys. We have arrived up at Motor Mall. This is like my second home, this place. New car. Gosh. I just worry worst case scenario. I think because I'm putting all the money into the van and... What's going on, people? It is week 38 of my vlogs. We are back for another video. I've just come down to the unit. It's Sunday afternoon, I should add. I've got this video for what is this week for me, last week for you. I've got that all uploaded, so that's up for 6 o'clock tonight, which is good. Not the most exciting of videos, but like I say, we should have a lot more going on this week. First up, we are looking to install some of the Dodo Thermo fleece. We've got the 50mm fleece option. It's the recycled plastic. Does it say anything on here? Provides excellent thermal insulation performance, contains a loft and agent, designed, blah, blah, blah. 100% recycled polyester, 95% recycled content. It's water resistant or waterproof, so it doesn't soak up any water if there's any build up from condensation. So it's the perfect option for automotive installations. First up for this is to do around the cab area. That's all been thermalined and taped up now, so it's all ready to go for this to be installed. And then once that's done around the cab, we can install the cab lining again, which I want to get back in pretty sharpish and make sure it goes all back in as it should do. I think it'll be okay. There was one clip I'm a bit concerned about. We've got our contact adhesive spray. I've got my jeans on because I'm out for food this afternoon. I've only got about half an hour or so now. I've been down at the workshop for the last hour and a half, but I've just been faffing. I had a friend pop by to see the van, Michael, so it was good to see you, Michael. But and then yeah, once he left, I didn't come straight to working on the van. I've just been dossing around here, having a cup of tea, having a Skype, mate. This is the contact adhesive. Did I order that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8, 12, 12. There you go. Trim fix adhesive, let me show you. So that's what we'll be using to attach the Dodo Thermo fleece. It's fucking all out now. Oh well. Here's the fleece, big roll of it. Let's go for a bit, let's stick a bit up. Let's just do this front bit. Roughly about 75, use is wet. You just tear it. Okay, it feels like it expands a lot this way. Do I want to stuff it down there? Okay, that's probably too much. One vertically, one horizontally. So you spray the adhesive on, and then how the fuck am I going to tuck it down there before it all sets? Oh my days, whoa! Sticky as shit, like. Get it around there. I need to spray a bit higher. But I need to do all the nooks and crannies before I start doing them. Otherwise I'm not going to have access to it. Get some down there. There you go, first piece is in anyway. What's happening, guys? It is Monday morning and I'm back down at the workshop, but it's just into the afternoon. I'm a bit later than what I wanted to be. Going to crack on getting the fleece in the headline section. Didn't really do much yesterday. It was a Sunday, give me a break. You may think, why didn't I do this bit before I put this up? I don't know. I thought I sprayed it with the trim adhesive first, so I couldn't stuff it down there. When really I should have stuffed it into this tight section and then put this bit on. I just didn't think once the adhesive was on, there was no way I was going to be able to push it down. Live and you learn. I'll know for this next side. I've just stuffed it in all of the tight sections. I've got it all down the front bit, all down the sides. So it's nicely fitted in them. And now it's just for the rest of this big panel and then the rest of that side there. And then we'll start looking at putting the headliner on. Fleece line that all now. Pretty good coverage on that front cab area. We've stuffed it all down the sides, in the front here. Just about ready now for the cab to start getting pieced back together again. It's a job I'm really not looking forward to doing. Right, I might just do a bit of magic and just stick it in the center. Took a lot longer than what I expected because it was pretty much in. And then I realised I had some screws left over. Joseph's here as well.
I'm going to take it all the way back out and put it all the way back together.
All the way back out. And we just were putting the light on and I was like, well, what's them screws for? And Joseph was like, haha, you're going to hate me. And I did hate him. And then I'm very much thankful for him because he's just helped me take it back out and put it back in again. It's pretty uninsulated now. Yeah. I thought it was my fault because I was like, this is going great, I'm going to get the chairs done this evening and so on and so on. But as soon as you think that, something just goes, boots you, kicks you down. Anyway, that's up. Thanks, Joe. How we doing, everyone? It's Tuesday afternoon. We are down at the van. Today, we've got something a little bit different for you. A little bit exciting. I'll tell you what, I was just waiting on this last thing to be delivered. That's what's brought me down a bit later today. 3 things in total. Which should I show you first? We'll go for this. This is what I've been waiting for. This just came through about 11:30 today, and then I came straight down to the van because it said it was out delivery, so I thought I might as well wait. But this is a... You're gonna have no idea what this is. Doesn't look very exciting, but what this is a handbrake adapter. Once I show you the rest of it, it'll make sense. What we're doing today includes a single seat for the passenger side. So we are going to go for the installation of the single seat for the passenger side, and not just that, we are going to install our Mobiframe swivels. Quite a big, exciting job, because we'll have our 2 single seats up the front. Right, let's move this big seat for now. Jesus fucking wept, it just got a burp out of me. This 1 single base. First step, we'll be taking out these chairs. These are our captain swivel seats. For the driver's side and the passenger side, this now makes a little bit more sense. So this is a handbrake adapter. When you go to swivel the driver's side seat, you can move the handbrake out the way while it's still engaged. So you can kind of fold it down out the way. So I'll show you once it's installed, which will give you a bit of an idea. These are Mobiframe swivels. They are M1 crash tested, which I thought was very important to get. You want to know that the swivel and the base and the chair and everything that you're sat on is tested in a crash situation. There are others out there which aren't. I mean, the company where we bought the handbrake adapter from, there we are, Audrio swivels. Anyway, they do a swivel plate for both the passenger and the driver's side. However, it's not M1 crash tested. It is pull tested, but it's not M1 crash tested. So yeah, with these going out for sale, the camper van, sorry, will eventually be sold. Motorbike. With me selling the van on, and then also including in the hire out fleet, I want them to be up to safety standards. So I think it's important to get the M1 crash tested stuff. I spoke to your fella at Audrio and he said he's looking to get them tested, but for now, this is what we'll have to go for. They all do the same. His ones were a little bit more slick, a little bit low profile. They were about half the height, which when you've got the front seat added, if you're a short person, that's quite handy. But the key feature for me right now is safety for those who are using the van or purchasing the van. If it was my personal one, and it was just for my personal use, I probably would have gone for his. Cost-wise, they were all very similar. So I paid £480 for the 2 Mobiframe swivels. This was 115 euros shipped, so about £101. And then the seat I picked up on the supply run when I was last over there. And now if you've purchased one before, you know they're not very cheap. I paid 1,200 quid for the seat as well as the frame. So all in all, 12, 17, 80, about 1,800 for this setup. So 2 swivels, replacing the bench sheet with a single seat, and then also the handbrake adjuster. Yeah, it's not a cheap hobby, converting camper vans. It'll be all right when I'm flogging them, but for now, everything's expensive. That gives a reason why there's the price tag that there is on them, because they're not cheap to do. Everything's expensive. So we've got a right, and then this must be the left one, obviously. Left side seat, right side seat. But I just want to have a look at them before we crack on. Mounting kit. Oh man, did I not need to buy that adapter separately? Oh man, why didn't it say that came with it? Shit hell. Might have spent 115 quid that I didn't need to. For God's sake. Original driver's seat, not modified. What should we go for first? Kind of want to start with the passenger. I think that's what we'll do. Oh, it's the exact same. That's a swivel base that will sit on the base of the chair. The chair will sit on top of it, and that will allow, when this is pulled, to swivel around. So your two seats at the front will go from facing forward to rotating into the living space area. So this is our double bench seat, and we're switching it for that single seat there. I'm not sure I made it clear yesterday how annoyed I was, right? But that headliner, I fitted it all back in. Joseph had just come down, and I was just putting in this light fix in here, so this goes back into place. Just screwing it in. And then in the cup holder, there was screws sat in there. And Joe was like, well, what are these? I was like, I fucking no idea, mate. Anyway, they were screws that we took out the plastic up the top, which didn't need to come out. But because we had no video or anything, we were just guessing at what we needed to do. We took them out at the time. For us then, that meant the headliner had to come all out completely again, so we could put them couple screws in and then put the headliner back all together. So that was not an enjoyable experience. To say I was pretty miffed off is an understatement. Luckily enough, Joe had just come down to show me around his new van, which was really swish, looked good. Yeah, we'll have to show you once he gets all the sign prints and things on it. But thankfully he was here, so he could give me a hand taking it back out. And we had it out and in about an hour. So like I said, once you've done it once, you kind of know what you're doing. Yeah, it was just that first time we were figuring it out and didn't have any reference video or anything. So that was a bit of a pain. Anyway, let's get on with these. The first task of removing the double bench seat on the passenger side, which hopefully should be fairly straightforward. Oh, we have got cables to deal with. Joyful. Seat belt and probably a weight sensor then, is it? I'm gonna need this, aren't I? I'm gonna need one of them now. So all I'm gonna do for now is just disconnect the cables from the main battery in the van. These ones that are on the bottoms of the chairs, which I assume are the weighted plate things to tell you whether someone sat there. What I'm thinking is, now I've undone that, undo the 5 bolts. So you've got 5 16mm bolts. No, sorry. Got one there, one there, one there. There must be one down there. There is one down there. Yeah, you got 2 there potentially. So I'll undo them, take the double bench seat out, and then we can figure out the cables once it's outside. So we'll undo them now. I believe it is 16mm. I'm pretty sure they said 16. Let's get this here. Here we are. Can I get it off with this? Extendo. Yeah, 16mm. Nice and slow. It's fucking minging. Give her a hoover then. Let's not spray it near the electrics, but spray it on the... So, just give that a bit of a clean. And now grab the single base. Which way does this go, I wonder? Imagine that's the back of it. That's the back. How do you know whether it's a backing or a fronting? How much do we need to cut out then? Where's the marker? I assume I can just cut this out with a Stanley. It doesn't feel very... Oh yeah, I gotta cut through there with it. No, I'm gonna need to put a bit more out, I reckon. Snug fit, like. Right, so I've just cut this hole out for this corner to sit in. I think I was going to put this base in the wrong way around, but until I looked at the driver's side and realised it was the wrong way around. So the little 2 circles are at the back. Well, actually what made me notice is these little hexagon shaped ones, or 6-sided, are at the front. So yeah, that's the right way around. I was cutting the hole for this back piece, so I've cut it a little bit big. It doesn't matter, makes no difference. In you go, boy. Standing page before you. It is cold down here, isn't it, Lids? Fucking freezing, mate. Was the session you did outside? Was it Baltic cold, or were you alright?
No, I was fine.
Oh man, I'm gonna need the shorter one. Right, that's actually... What's going on here? Came from freaking Europe as well, which is the most annoying thing. Here's the basin. Yeah, pretty solid. I'm gonna need to get some cover-ups for where the double seat came out off. You can get some like adaptive covers to go in them, and then I'll get like a cover to go over it, like a carpet. Onto the swivel on the kit with the Mobiframe. So that's your swivel seat. You get 2 packs of nuts and bolts and so on. Mountain kit 1, VW Crafter. Mountain kit 2, VW Crafter. This is the passenger, so there's no handbrake on this. What the hell? What the helly? Number 1 goes from the swivel to the bottom of the seat. Number 1, swivel to the top of seat, into the seat rails. I've actually decided it's going to be easier to install the base first. Well, let's go on here. Briefly looking at it before. Right, it's got to be this side. They're going to be short. Right, I need to go and get an Allen key. Sorry guys, my phone died when it was recording. I had to go down and ask Adam, just down at the garage down the way, whether he had the Allen key bit that I required for the bolts, which he did. So I've been able to put the frame, the Mobiframe into place, the swivel into place. I just need to put the seat on it now. I'm just trying to figure out what these plastic bits do. I don't know whether they're just like a spacer. We'll install them in between is where I imagine they go. And then we'll just try and get the seat in place now. So I might just set it up as a time lapse while we figure it out. But we've just got the 4 bolts, which just go in and up through there into the seat bits down here. Just done the passenger swivel. Yeah, it was right when I was doing it on the time lapse, but a bit stiff to click in place. Oh, I've got my light there now. But yeah, swivel and the passenger single seat is in. I'll show you the swivel in action soon, but I just want to get the driver's side done now. There's a handbrake adapter, which is this. It will allow the handbrake to drop out the way off the chair when it's swiveling, which is something that I noticed is a pain in the ass in the transporter. When you're swiveling around, you can't unless you release the handbrake, which is, yeah, not ideal. Right, so I'm going to set up and do the driver's side now. Trying to figure out how this handbrake goes together. I've looked at both of them because I've considered using both, whichever goes in easier. I don't care. So the handbrake is now out of place. I've installed the movable adapter bracket and now I'm just figuring out how it attaches to the handbrake itself. I've got no idea, to be honest. My guess is flat plate attaches to where the standard bracket would attach, and then these two movable bits want to attach to the handbrake somehow. But how that is yet, I'm yet to find out. I've tried both ways. It seems like it doesn't want to go together. We'll continue until we figure it out. I've opted to go for the additional one that I got. I couldn't figure out this other one. So this is the one that came with the swivel seat. I'm looking at it now just to see whether I am being stupid or not. Well, anyway. The other one that I purchased that was additional was a lot more straightforward. And there we go. Super easy. Whereas... no, I honestly, it's just not, it just doesn't make sense to me. I've been looking at it for too long now, and this one just went straight on, so it cost me an extra £100. Right now, it seems like it's worth it, because the one that came with the box, which I didn't think was going to be included anyway, can't figure out, and there's no instructions for these. Like, the instructions just tell me this is part 3, and that's it. Not how it goes in, just this is part 3. I'll keep hold of it because I might use it on one at some point.
Maybe it's handbrake. See you later, mate. That's handy, isn't it? That is. People are, to say the least.
Right, I need to get the swivel basin on and the seat back. On the instructions, it says to mount the swivel to the seat first and then put the seat into the base, which I didn't do on the last one on the passenger. I did it the other way around. I put the swivel onto the base and then put the seat on. So I'm going to do it the way that it told me to see if it's any easier or not. I'll let you know. You know what I mean? How is this going to be fucking easier? Nothing is ever straightforward. This is what I need. Oh, fucking bastard. You bastard head. The answer is, so far, it's definitely not easy to do.
Spanner. Oh, I nearly fell out the fucking van then.
That would have made me fucking mad. Sorry. So far, 50-50. I'm going 50-50. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Oh shit! Oh. Ow. I need to get some knee pads. That's it on. Probably can't even hear me, I've just realised I've not got the mics on. I am in absolute tatters putting that shite together. This is so fucking tough, mate. Holy shit. How is this fucking easy, by the way? Absolutely fucking stuff out of your ass. How am I meant to do this? Whoever said this is job task 2 is a fucking idiot, mate. Is that going into where it wants to be? Wouldn't know, mate. Can't fucking see anything.
No, how am I going to get that back under?
Yes, you can. Straight on, yeah. Right, so move you, sorry, I'm going to be blocking your view, but needs must. Need to knock this.
Yeah, you want to get in that hole, boy.
Right, so that is in.
Oh,
I have to go on the other side, eh? Right, that's done. Let me show you the fruits of my labour. Little tripod to set you up on. Whoa! Come on, get out of the way.
Which way are you going?
Get out of the way. Just keep a guard on my food so the mice don't take it. No, I'm being serious. I know, but I'm being serious though. Check this out, Lids. Handbrake.
Oh yeah.
See you later. There you go.
Oh, no handbrake.
No handbrake, no hands.
Move your body.
Okay, I think I might have to disconnect the cable.
It's my cool thing. Pop a kettle on, would you? Woohoo!
Gonna have to build up this floor, aren't I?
You can pose.
Cheese. Calling it a night at the unit. Gonna bring the van home because I am gonna bring some stuff down with me tomorrow. Some of the electric stuff, so we can make a start on that. That's it for the evening. Installed. Hell yeah, man. What's happening, people? It is Wednesday and it is a pretty miserable day here on the Isle of Man. Grey skies, raining, pretty glum. I've not got much on today as this van, the conversion van, was supposed to be in the garage getting an issue resolved. So they called up yesterday saying, can they move it till Thursday? Which was fine. We moved it till tomorrow. But it means I've got a bit of a nothing day. I hadn't had anything planned for today. I'm on a bit of a rundown to the unit. I'm going to drop off some of the stuff that we've had sat in the garage over the last couple of weeks since we've been on that supply run. So at least it's all down there when we need it. I want to think about getting the solar up on the roof pretty pronto. And then we need to start running the cables. But I think the ideal for me would be to get the floor down so that's in correctly. And then we can start building up from there. Is the plan. So for now I'm just going to drop this stuff down to the unit, pop over to the builders merchants, McClare's, is it? I don't know, I'll show you when I get there anyway. Pay for a couple of 4 sheets of plywood, 12mm, a load of battens, and then also some PIR insulation board, 25mm. So that's going to be for the floor. And then I don't know if I've mentioned it, but we had a company here on Ireland reach out, said they'd help with the flooring. So they're going to hopefully provide and help fit some of their LVT, like a vinyl flooring, which should be perfect for the camper van, which is really kind of them actually, super kind. So big shout out to them. We'll get more details into it when it comes to that point. I'll show you the full fitting and everything, and DNL flooring it is. So big thanks to them guys. We'll show you more when we have a bit more on that. But for now, I'm gonna nip down to the unit. See you later, people, on this glum Wednesday. I was right, it's, well, I don't know whether I was right, I can't remember what I said, but we've come to McBlair's and we are picking up 12mm ply, 25mm PIR board, 25 by 50mm battens. I'm just going to pay for it now. I'm not picking it up now because I've got all this stuff in the back which I don't want to damage, and I've got no space for it, to be honest. Then we'll go down to the unit, drop this, and then we may come back for it, so it's in the van at least. Don't know what we'll do, see how we get on. Right, let's go in. Okay. So a swift visit down to the unit. Just dropped all the stuff off that was in the garage. I'm going to pick up all the stuff from Mick Blair's tomorrow morning, and then I've got, oh, light's gone off, hello. And then I've got the big van in with the VW garage tomorrow. So I'll pick the stuff up, load the van up, and then I'll drop the van off to the guys up at the VW garage. So at least I've got all the stuff there. Fingers crossed they can sort the van out. That would be nice. Yeah, look at this, single seat. Oh, it's so handy. You can just cut through, straight through. It's great. Anyway, there we are, people. That's it for the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Ooh, check this new handbrake out. Whoop, beep. See you later. Got my yellow slip. Going to pay now. Just collected from McBlair's our 4-sheet supply. I ended up going for some shorter battens. I got 3.6 meters, so I got 20 off them. And then we got some PIR insulation board as well. To make my way up to the VW garage now, hand in the van. They're gonna give me a loaner car, so that'll be handy. We have arrived up at Motor Mall. This is like my second home, this place. New car. Gosh. Loaner car. Get in there. Ooh, this is fancy. Ooh, we got an automatic. Lovely. Yeah. Dropped the van off, been up to the parts garage because I was getting a quote for some of the plastic trims that are missing in the van, and a rear bung that I mentioned, drain bung in the back door. That was 90p, and then the rest of it started to add up quite quickly. We were at £340, but that's the trims for the A-pillars. So because we took out the bulkhead, you can see a gap between, well, like the headliner and then down through past the A-pillar and then at the bottom. So you need 3 bits for that, and either side, so that's quite an expensive one. I need to replace a sun visor because when we took it out, we snapped it, or part of it, or I snapped it. What an idiot. It's okay, it's only money. As long as it's right, it needs to be looking at its best. More importantly, we need to get the van actually fixed up. Right, let's head off. Going to stop off at B&Q to pick up some bits. Goodies. We've got a heater, got some knee pads, and then I got some edging trim for the flooring. Needed a heater because it's freezing sometimes down in that workshop. I like unworkable conditions. So thought I'd get a heater. 29 quid on a little Black Friday offer. Thank you very much. Edging trim, not sure whether I've got the right stuff. I didn't know whether I was going for the right colour, but I suppose I don't know until the floor's down. I'll keep it packaged, and then if I want to return it I can, I guess. Screwfix now. Membrane sheet to go between the insulation and the ply. The small Vandango camper van is out tomorrow, so we need to get the bedding, the fresh bed sheets all put on, and then give the van a quick once over. I did clean it when it came back the last time round, but I brought it down to the unit and had a cup of tea from it, so I've got some cups that I need to give a clean, and then also fill it back up with water because we took all the water out when all the cold weather was coming in. Right, let's get these sorted. While we're on the topic of the Duvalay sleep sacks, oh wait, look, here's Mum's Christmas tree. She'll be happy I'm showing you this. Look how good she does it. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, I need to turn on the other gondola. On the topic of the Duvalay sleep sacks, I had 2 seconds. Yeah, on the topic of Duvalay sleep sacks. Yeah, I had someone reach out saying, could they come along and see the Duvalay sleep sacks, because they were looking to get some themselves. So I've just emailed them back today saying, sure, pop around today, this evening, and you can have a look as I'm just packing up the van. Hopefully one day we'll be able to be some sort of Duvalay supplier here on the island. Deck out all the hire vans in them. They are comfy, man. If you've stayed on one, you'll know. You will know. They are really comfy. And if you haven't, get booking the Vandango and you can give them a go. Because they are really comfy, honestly. They're a game changer. In these small vans, I wouldn't be without one of them. I'm going to pop around in the next 10 minutes or so. I'll just quickly show them the sleeping setup, and then, yeah, I'll probably end up buying one. I would be surprised if they didn't. I'll let you know what they say anyway. While I'm waiting, I'm just going to fill up the water on the van so I don't forget to do it tomorrow. Ow! There's no water on. Better fill up, boy. Hello, Hugo. Were you watching the camera? Half full. Just a quick update. It's Friday morning. About to head down to the airport. Just grabbed some milk and the most important of any trip, wafer biscuits. Right. I love this shippy. These are gosh. Just got to the airport. Ready for a drop off. We'll hand the van over and they'll check back in. Lydia's coming down to get me, so me and Lydia have the Sound Café for some food with Hugo after our walk. What's this? Hello. And the van's just pulled up. Goodbye, van. Wow. If the Sound is one of your first impressions of the Isle of Man, it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty damn good one. Wow, we're done. Hugo had his dog sausages. Look at him looking. What are you looking at, Hugo? Hugo, what are you looking at? Oh man, and he's dropping ass. It stinks. Right, we're going. I'm not letting you off, I'm letting you go and see. Hey, stop. Hugo. Hugo. Look at sea. Bro's knackered after his run around. And his sausage. What a day out. You were always on my... Back up at Motor Mall to collect the van. I got a call late afternoon, it was about 4:30, and they said the van's ready if I want to come and collect it, but I was heading out for food, so I thought I'd just come up this morning to get it. They've found nothing wrong with it. They said the coolant is dropped slightly, but they've looked for, so there's no external leaks, but they looked for any internal leaks to see if it was going into the engine or anything like that, and they are happy that there's no contamination in the engine. Yeah, they're not too concerned. They said just to monitor it. It's just a bit of a pain because like that's 2.5 days now where they've had the van and I've not been able to work on it, for them not to find any issues with it. So I was over concerned about something that I didn't need to be worried about. And there's a bit of condensation under the oil cap, but it is just condensation. I was just straight to worst case scenario. Apparently during these winter months, I was speaking to Chris, during these winter months when it's doing shorter journeys, you can get a bit of condensation under the oil cap, so it's fairly normal. But I just worry worst case scenario. I think because I'm putting all the money into the van and I just want it to be right. The last thing I want is anything to go wrong with the engine. It's in warranty, which is the most important thing. That's why I went for this van, because it's all well and good buying a private sale, but you take that risk, and that's what I'll do for all the vans. I will be vans that are within 2 years of new, so at least it's got a year's warranty. Because if you put all that money into a conversion, something goes wrong with the van engine or a big mechanical repair job, you want it to be covered. All our vans are going to be within the probably 2 years, because then, like I say, if it's 3-year warranty, you've at least still got a year warranty on it. Anything newer than that's a bonus. But yeah, for now, all the stuff that we picked up from B&Q the other day, I'm just going to offload into the van. So we're in the van, back in the van, and good news, there is no issues with it, which is great. And like I say, it is a bit of a pain that I've had the van in for the last 2.5 days, but what can you do? I'd rather be doing the right things. If I think there's an issue with it, I need to be getting it checked, because if something happened after I'd finished the conversion, I'd be gutted. Like, yeah, so a bit of time now, getting it looked over, sorry, just to give me a bit of confidence that everything's okay. Their best interests are for the van to be fixed, because it means I'm going to be back here less. So fingers crossed it is fine. I'm sure it will be. I was, like I said, I was going to on the floor, regarding the floor, got all the stuff now for fitting the subfloor and all the insulation. It's all down there. Picked up some bits from B&Q, and most importantly, a heater. So I can crack on with the floor. I just thought this morning, there's probably some things I need to run, such as cables, piping and stuff for the trauma boiler, probably pipes for the water tanks as well. So what I'm thinking is I might take out the existing flooring, have a little look what's going on underneath the van, and then figure out where I'm going to run. I think breaking it down for my video wise, I may have to call the video today, get it all edited, and then we'll go again from tomorrow, so Sunday, when this video is going to be uploaded. So all the flooring stuff is most likely going to be in next week, and then at least it's just an episode all on the same stuff then. But I think I underestimated how much I needed to do for the flooring before just installing it straight into the van, because I would have just had this all ripped up, had the battens put down with the insulation, and then the PIR board straight on top of it, ready for the LVT, like the vinyl stuff, to go on top. But I think I need to do a bit of planning. I think I really need to get some cables ran, as well as some bits for the combi boiler, and so on and so on. So yeah, I think it's going to take me a bit longer than what I expected. Let me get home, and then I'll try and reevaluate where I'm up to and kind of go from there. But yeah, van's all good, which is the most important. That's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next week when we're going to make a start on the flooring. I've finished editing, or almost finished editing, this week's video, other than this clip. So means tomorrow we can crack on and make a start on doing the flooring. So yeah, again, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this week's video. We'll see you in next week's.